What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch. And today, we got a little bit of a gap. Apologize for that. But long story short, we're doing a little bit of job hunting, and things may be working out. So the boy might be doing the engineering in a little bit. So keep me in your prayers. That being said, YouTube was kind of a bit delayed. I'm gonna try to upload when I can, and it's more just gonna be like I'm gonna start uploading fun stuff, just my summons and some PvP every now and then, because that's kind of like, at least if I upload that sporadically, at least get like 2 or 3 videos out a week, it's still enjoyable content, right? So, but for today, we're doing a little bit of an update video because we got an Archangel here. So this is sick. This is on JP, and I cannot wait for this to come to global. So I did the whole thing and screwed up my audio. I'm still, as you can tell, I got the new mic, and you might have noticed from my previous video on the AOT summons. Oh my god, that banner was horrendous. 5,000 gems to max out every person on global. But you get the point. So I was screwing around with the audio a bit, and I had to redo the video. So I read through the whole patch notes, and I'm gonna skim through it this time around because I know what to skip and what not to. So it shouldn't be that long of a video. But Archangel, man, ooh. So I actually don't know where the anime ended up going to. I never watched season 3, and God bless whoever did. That animation, I stopped after episode 3. So the thing is, prior to that, I did read the manga, and like, I guess I'll just say that like Ban was in purgatory, and that was it. Like, that's as far as I got. Like, he didn't really get out yet, so I don't know how far like the anime is compared to that, further or behind. And the thing is, I was reading that weekly at the time, so you got to realize that was years ago. And I honestly don't know a lot of the stuff surrounding it, so if this guy was already introduced, I really don't know. But either way, let's go take a look. Chapter 14 added nothing, we get another 30 gems, more stuff about it. Elizabeth popping off with a little goddess bit, and then Droll and Glocks running for the top of their lives. Or no, is this Gruul and Drox? Or is this King and Diane as them? Probably, right? This seems very girly of a run. Maybe not? I don't know. I'm sorry if I offended you, Droll. Okay. I don't know how to say your name. Ludociel? Ludociel? Ludicolo. You are Ludicolo of Flash. So similar to the 10 Commandments, these guys get a second passive, but it's a grace. And unlike the 10 Commandments, where there is a positive and negative, and it works on both teams, this is just the positive. And when I get to the end, you're gonna, it's insane. Okay, starting off with the blessing. Starting off with the race unique, right? Goddess blessing, I guess. Reduce the defense related stats of enemy heroes who have lower CC than you by 40% for 3 turns. You know how insane that is? 40%. You're making them almost half weaker. That's absolutely busted. Low, but this is a very pay to win mechanic. You are never getting this off unless there's 2 things going on, right? Well, we're going to take a look at Fraudrin. Because Fraudrin essentially has the same mechanic, just with a different outcome. Enemy heroes who have lower CC than Fraudrin will not gain ultimate move gauge for 2 turns. So it's the same style of passive. Now the thing is with Fraudrin is a bad character to 99% of the people playing this game. But to the 1% who buy everything, bought all of his cosmetics, 6-6'd him, fully super awakened him, yes, he is good, because they can reliably get this off. And that same thing is going to apply here, is that you have to reliably be able to get this off. And if you don't, like, it's going to work on individual units separately. So if like you don't necessarily have to have it pop off on all 3 units, but that's the case that you want it to, right? Like, his passive can do that. You want the best outcome, which requires you to make sure you bought all of his UR cosmetics, and then on top of that, maybe put some in cosmetic upgrades in, and then also pull dupes of him so that you can super awaken this guy. You know, like there's so much going on there. But let's go take a look at the Grace. At the start of the battle, gain evasion to petrification, freeze, and stun effects for 2 turns. Includes uniques and commandments. Excludes ultimate skills and death matches. So, ultimate skills that stun, or petrify, or freeze, they don't count. But there's not that many that do that to begin with, so it's not anything to worry about. And it's only 2 turns, so if they manage to get that in 2 turns, it's sure. But you are immune to disabling effects, right? Like you cannot be immobilized by any means for the first 2 turns. And it is really, really powerful, considering that King is always meta, no matter what time of the day it is. You just can't be. You can't be stopped. You're chilling. Now, his move is single target massive damage. It's the same thing as OG Green Melee's attack. It just does a lot of damage. And then this is the same as Coinshop Dian's damage. AoE with the Rupture, 250% attack on all enemies with a buff. Sorry, doubles. It's double damage on those who have a buff, so it would be 500% AoE. Now, here is the ultimate. Inflicts damage equal to... I'm going to hide that last part. Inflicts damage equal to 350% on all enemies. Creates a barrier equal to 20% of the damage dealt. And then if you have it 6/6, it's 525 on all enemies with 80% damage to barrier conversion. Now, keep in mind that this does not tell us a... it does not tell us a duration. That could be an oversight, or it could simply mean that there is no duration. So if you get this off on like an ultimate rush team, yeah, you got permanent barrier. That seems kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Now, graces are only granted to the 4 archangels. If a hero with a grace is used as an associated hero, the grace will be granted to the main hero. So, this guy, like I said, this is like a pay-to-win passive, but if you pull a copy of him and you don't want to actually run him, you can just give whoever you want this grace. It's as sick as that. I think that's absolutely insane, I'm not gonna lie. So I think it's super cool, and I really like this, and I want to see the other 3 and how it's going to work. But yeah, unless this guy has like a CC boosted, you know, just like a generically high CC number, this is going to be really tough for people to pull off. But I think it's made up for the fact that the grace is super cool and how graces function. Gerard Gerahide Gurheed Fairy, she has a cool passive. Allies heal for 1% of max HP for each ultimate move gauge or they have at the end of your turn. Applies when entering battle, so it doesn't work when she's in the back. Now, this is like, it doesn't seem like it would be that good in PvP unless it's scaling in the way where, for example, if you have 3 units out, does each unit get maximum of 5% HP? Or is it they get a maximum of 15% HP if everyone has ultimate? And now, it seems like it would be 5%. It seems like it's individual per unit, and that's just not a high amount. You could probably exploit this in PvE somewhere, story mode or something like that. But besides that, it's okay. We've seen her moves from story mode before. Nothing's changed. The exact things that she had there. She's more of like a filler unit, to be honest. You're not really going to use her unless her stats are through the roof, but I don't think so. She is a fairy, so you never know. Maybe she'll synergize in some fairy theme. But there it is. Cancel stances, heals all enemies, fills ultimate gauge, cancel buffs and stances, does damage. Now here's the banner. It's just these 2 and a bunch of filler. The cosmetics, I'm going to probably pick up all of his cosmetics just because, yeah. Scrolling down. This is the new, like, the same way how we've had like bingo events or, you know, roulette events or whatever. It's just another thing to do. But the cool thing is, you'll be able to get up to 10 special rewards, and a lot of them do include Super Awakening coins. You get 3 here, 2 here, and 1 there, and 4 here. So you get a decent amount. As long as if you pick the Super Awakening coin every time it's offered, it is a good amount. Like, I'd wish it was more, but at least we're getting some, and I like that. Outside of Tower of Trials, normal rewards list, nothing on here that I care about. Scrolling down, these are how you get the keys. Don't really care. This is a nice upgrade to the engraving pack, but this is just like a temporary pack with 3 times you can purchase. Normally the pack it'll still be there. It's going to be 30 engravings, gems, and 3 6-star awakening stones. But a lot of people have the awakening stones, especially on JP. They just have awakening stones upon awakening stones just chilling there. So getting double the amount for around the same price is really good. I'll probably pick these up. It'll allow me to get some actual UR sets made. But looking at this, this is okay pack. I don't really care about this. Scrolling down, once again, okay pack. The Lilia raid is coming back, which is actually kind of sick. You were able to, if you guys didn't do this the first time around, or if you're a global player, the Lilia raid was autoable on like one. It was a tough thing to auto, but if you could auto it and leave it on overnight, you got 1 billion resources, because it has all the resources packed in one, right? You would get chalices, books, crystals, everything. Just let it run and you just get 1 billion things. And it was definitely the best thing to do while it was out. Just keep farming this. If you're not playing the game, just leave it on auto. But it isn't open 24/7. It is open 2 days then closed, 2 days then closed, and so on. There will be a bunch of UR cosmetics that you can get. So that's cool. Doombringer Mage Lilia. So you will get a copy. You can get a copy of Green Lilia if you don't have her, and then just a bunch of UR costumes. Come on, make this Lilia. Like, I wish you could get like this Lilia as a unit. That'd be sick with like the giant serpent thing. Whew. Okay, now scrolling down here, 3 versus team, 3 grand brawl, 3 team versus 3 team. That's such a awkward name. Okay, Grand Brawl. Let's call it Grand Brawl. Right, 3v3 Grand Brawl. 3 teams against 3 teams, but it is not a game mode that you actually play. It is an autoable game mode. You will fight with all 3 teams against their 3 teams, and it'll be first to 2 wins takes it all. If you win against someone with a higher rank, you take their spot, and then eventually you get rewards given out based on the rank that you are currently at. If you win against someone with a higher rank, you take the rank. If you win against someone with a lower rank, you gain victory reward gauge, and eventually you'll get the Grand Brawl box, and that box is the reward that you'll end up getting. We don't know what the rewards look like at all, so we gotta see once we get there, or once it comes out. What is important here? You will need to have more than 1 hero registered on every team. You can only register your teams 3 times a day. Gear and stats information on the registered teams do not change after registration. So if you take off, like let's say for the purpose of Grand Brawl, you throw on a bunch of UR gear to certain units that you don't normally use, and then once you register them, it is perfectly fine to then take them off and then use them elsewhere for other story mode or PvP or whatever, and it won't get affected over here. But that being said, the issue that I see is you might need like 24 sets of gear at this point, because I don't know if they'll share gear. Like if using gear on one team will make it so that you cannot use that same gear on one of the other teams. And if that's the case, it's really rough, because I don't like that at all. If this is like gearless, that'd be cooler, but it doesn't seem like it's gearless. That's about that. Grand Brawl shop. By participating in Grand Brawl, you get Brawl coins. Brawl coins can be used in the shop to exchange for various items. The upper tier shop will open if you purchase more items. Purchasing 5 of the same thing is just counts as purchasing one of that thing. Buy one get one pack reset, going down, battle events, system changes. There's going to be like cosmetics. I don't know if these already came out. I wasn't really paying attention. Cosmetics that boost tickets. Skip tickets for 7 disaster boss battle. This is actually really important. You can use your skip tickets on the Lilia raid, and I probably have like hundreds of tickets that are just chilling there. Like even on global, like I don't use my tickets. I have about like 400 tickets stacked up, and they're just chilling. And that's really it. So those are the main things. Main thing being new game mode, which we gotta see what the rewards are and if it's actually fun or not. Because like I'm holding my judgment until I can actually play the thing. But the fact that there's a possibility you need 24 sets of gear, right? Like 8 sets per team is kind of whack. The cool thing at the end of the day is just I want to see how good this Archangel is and if he's actually busted. But regardless, like the grace alone just makes me want to see how good he is. So that's it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.